What's up, guys? Shocky here with a nice gameplay with the SWAT on Slums Hardpoint. This is not the very beginning of the game. I cut into it because I really don't have that much to say. Because it was like a 10-minute game and there really wasn't 10 minutes worth to talk about. So I felt like I'd be wasting your time. So you get to see me die on it once I get my VSAT. I got like 83 and 9 or something like that. But I do pretty good. With these kind of kill streaks, it's really a lot of gun kills, I think. Or the stealth chopper does ham or something like that. I don't remember. It's an older game. But what I really want to talk about is just the idea of this game is not being addicting. And why I think that that is. And basically it goes to the idea of when you reach all your goals and you get all the things that held you back out of the way, like what now? Like what are you supposed to do with that perfect scenario? And with this perfect scenario of complete balance in this game, there really isn't that much fun to be had. And I feel like that's like what I don't know, because like we spent the last like 4 or 5 years complaining about little things in the game, and when we think that just that they fixed it, we find another thing to complain about. In this game, at this point, they patched the only thing that people complain. Well, people complain about the target finder, but in my opinion, the target finder is marksman. Get over it. It still is frustrating to die from it, but I don't think it's OP. It's just as much of a camper with marksman. But it's also you have to be completely ADS, and you can't see through walls with it either. So it gets rid of that. But I don't know. There's not really much to complain about, and arguably that's the only thing I can think of. They patched the only other thing, which was the Remington. It still is annoying, but it's not nearly as bad. And like I don't know, I'm kind of like crossing over what I was saying, but like the idea that there's nothing to complain about. The maps are basically all good. Arguably, I think Turbine is one of the two that people complain about, and then obviously Aftermath is the only map I don't like. There's no other maps that I'm like mad when I get, other than Cargo because it's big. I don't like big maps in general, but I don't know. That's just my personal preference. It has nothing to do with the map being bad. I think it's a good map, but if you had more players, it would make it more fun. But like, there's no real assault rifle that's overpowered, no real SMG that's better than all the other ones, because the PDW, like, I've been using it a lot more recently, and it does have more recoil than it used to. And the MSMC does as well. They both do, noticeably. And I kind of feel like that, like, got rid of the best two guns. Like, they're not really that much better than the other ones. I'm the kind of guy who likes the low recoil, high-powered guns in general versus high-powered, high recoil like a Scorpion. But it's just personal preference when it comes down to it being like that. And look with assault rifles, 3 bursts that are high-powered versus like an automatic that's a low-powered, low recoil. Like the M27 is a really good example of that. The gun has no recoil, but it takes a bunch of shots to kill, so it's not a close-range gun. Limits you up close, but at distance that gun will destroy anything. This gun is a good example of when you put the select fire on it, it gets better up close, but at distance it suffers again. So it's just they balance this game out really well, and they got rid of most of the crap. Like, there's no kill streak that is overpowered in this game. Flak Jacket isn't nearly as strong as it was in Black Ops 1, but it still is effective, unlike Blast Shield was in MW3. Ghost has been nerfed to just being UAV, and you have to be moving. Cold Blooded is its own perk, which was part of Ghost Pro, or Assassin Pro. Blind Eye is its own perk, and the other aspect, which was like the invisible, like counter UAVs and EMPs, is its own perk. They split up the stealth perks into 4 perks, and I've yet to see anyone running all 4 of them. That's pretty cool to me, but I don't know. I like the idea of like what they did with everything. These guys just kept spawning on me. But it's like you get these kinds of games where it's like insanely fun, where you just get these really high streaks. Like I'm on a 20-something gun streak right now. I don't know exactly what it was. I just got the Relentless. But this is a fun game. These kinds of games are like the games that make you love it. But like when it's a close game in this game, I really don't have that much fun. I don't know. Like in MW3 in the end, I was liking the style of GB, but in this game I just don't see it. Like, I don't feel like there's that GB gun, like in each class, and to me that kind of takes away like how I would play it. Like, because when everybody has that same gun, it kind of makes it gun skill, and that's what wins you the game, is gun skill and map control. But in this, yeah, I die. Like, do I die there? Holy crap, I live. I don't know what I'm doing. But this is a pretty high gun streak. I just realized that. Holy crap. I lost where I was, but like I didn't realize how good this gun streak was. But like this game, there's not that much to complain about. There's no real gun that is completely better than all the rest. And that, like, there's guns that are better than other guns at what they do. Like the PDW is the best mid-range SMG. MSMC is like right the same like category. I died like on a 20-something gun streak, but the MSMC is right up there. To me, this game has like the same kind of like mechanics, like when it comes to guns balance, that MW2 could have had, but because they had one man army, they kind of got rid of that, and like they kind of got rid of that aspect of it. But I'm sorry for the yawn, but like hope you guys did enjoy this game and this topic. Leave what you have to think of, what you have to say about the topic in the comments below. Give me a like if you think I deserve it. I'm sorry this was kind of like a mellow kind of commentary, but I'm not like, I don't know, it's not a yelly, it's not a making up words, but it's not like a yell, like you should yell about the topic, that kind of topic. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, peace.